I'm moving for you.
Scoot your face over.
I don't want him, Mom. Stop yelling at me. Wait.
I think I still need you to scoot that way.
Mom, gotta move your toys out of the way now.
Alright. I don't know why I did that. Just like, ha! Justice?
Gotta cover back my shame up. God, I'm sorry.
I'm
you guys
not
have to see
ashamed. I'm fat and I'm proud. Anyways, listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
that. Oh, we're doing this? My name's Arnes.
And today I'm Vengeance. So we're talking about Batman.
Wait, I thought you were talking about a Riddler. Batman wasn't vengeance in this movie.
No, Batman was Vengeance. Alright, so before we start talking about things, there's going to be spoilers. Movie's been out long enough. We're going to spoil every living heck out of it. But yes, Batman was Vengeance at the beginning of the movie.
No, the Riddler.
And then he evolves throughout the movie. There's a growth.
Look, Pikachu's not evolving anymore, okay?
He became Raichu at the end because we all know Raichu's better. He has better stats. He's got the little curly ears. He's arguably the cuter Pokemon, anyways.
It's okay, Pikachu. We still love you.
No.
Okay, wait. Wait, what are we doing here?
Talking about things. The Riddler here. Batman currently I'm waiting for a cape because I did a custom video, but I don't like the way the cape turned out.
Steve messed it up.
I bought one. And I'm waiting.
Steve, so I have a couple of issues with this movie.
I would say, to me, it wasn't a perfect movie, but it was pretty darn good.
I feel like this is the best first Batman movie, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. I think this is better, because the one I would say previously was Batman Begins.
Yeah, with what's his face?
Christian Bale. I would say it was the first best Batman. I know a lot of people cite the 89, which oddly enough is the one I grew up with.
Yeah, that's definitely the one we grew up with for sure, the 89.
But I don't know, it's just I never really, like the Tim Burton movie never really grabbed me.
You know my favorite movie is Batman and Robin, right?
Alright, we might get crap for this, but to be honest, I kind of like it too. We were talking about that in the Discord. It was just like, if McFarlane made Batman and Robin figures, I'd buy everything.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Like the 89, maybe I'd grab it just because it's $20 and I get a solid one. Cool. Batman Returns. I actually don't like Batman Returns.
No. Mm-mm.
Like, there's nothing really about the movie. I didn't really care for Danny DeVito's Penguin. It was fine. I didn't like Catwoman. And it was just like, I don't really like her look either. Like, it never really caught me as a kid. And then, I like the 89 movie. I just recently rewatched it, and I'm like, this isn't really that great.
No, it's not. It's just an okay.
Which I people are going to be like already like turning off this video because of saying that. But like, Jack Nicholson's amazing in it. The rest is just like, in the aesthetics. Like, the aesthetics are cool, but the rest of it's kind of fine.
I feel like I have to go back and rewatch it, but I feel like we have the same opinion because it's fine. It's not that good. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, it's just good.
Yeah, it's all fine. Like, to be honest, for me, there's better Burton movies.
Yeah.
So at that point, it was kind of
better Batman movies out there.
Well, at the time, it was like the animated series. Like, the animated series what really got me into liking Batman. And then I was trying to watch the movies, but I was like, if I'm not going to watch something, I'm just going to watch the animated series. And then there was Batman Forever, and I watched that one because Jim Carrey's in it. Honestly, the worst Batman of all the Batmans. Val Kilmer's Batman sucked.
Oh, but Jim Carrey was awesome.
But Jim Carrey.
So was Tommy Lee Jones or whatever his name. He was great.
I can't condone that one.
Okay, honestly, probably the best thing about that movie was the Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and even then, it's so over the top. And then I think that's the one thing. It was like, I liked it because of how goofy it was.
Well, I think they were trying to follow more of the animated series, and it just
it wasn't. They were trying to go back to more like the Adam West.
Yeah.
Animated was actually more serious than the movies, to be fair. But then we get the Batman and Robin, which like took that like campness factor and cranked it up a notch. And it's one of those movies, like, it's so horrifically bad that I actually like it. Like, aesthetically, I think it's a fun movie.
Time to freeze.
And then, thankfully, we got the Christian Bale Batmans, which, like, all the movies are good. But personally, for me, like, the second and third movies, my favorites. Especially Dark Knight. Like, Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight is still...
Cream of the cream.
Yeah, and that's kind of where, like, I'm probably going to compare this movie a lot to, because I think, in terms of aesthetics and the way the plot, the way the plot progresses, and just, like, the overall feel of the Batman, I think I like it better than Dark Knight Rises, or the Dark Knight.
You know what I love about this movie is just when you think it's over, there's more to it. And then it's, like, over... And then it's just like, bam, there's more to it. And it's like, you ever went to a movie theater and you were disappointed the movie ended and you just wanted to see more? Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they did with this movie.
Well, God, it's 3 hours long. I hope so.
Like, the movie ended, hour and a half in, and they're like, whoa. We know you want to keep watching. Let's add you another hour. And then you're like, oh my God, I almost feel satisfied. And then they're like, bam, we'll give you another half an hour of action. You're just like...
Yeah, I would say, maybe nitpick-wise, maybe... could have ended a little sooner.
No.
This one, I've heard that complaint, but the way, again, Batman's character progresses throughout the movie, you kind of still needed that end.
I know
the end, the climactic finish for the film.
I know a lot of people hate Christian Bale, Batman, but
he was probably the best.
But if you sit down and think about this. Batman, this guy, David, what's his name?
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson. They did a great job as Batman, but Bruce Wayne, Jesus Christ, he was a depressed little kid.
Well, to be fair, it was one of those, like, I went and watched the movie, I'm like, yeah, Bruce Wayne's kind of whatever. But the way the movie works is, like, the entire premise is, he's so focused on being Batman that he's not trying...
But, okay.
Trying to appease, like, he doesn't, like, his Bruce Wayne image is, like, not even a thing.
The thing is, though, the whole point of Bruce Wayne and Batman is that Batman's special powers is Bruce Wayne. And what is Bruce Wayne? Bruce Wayne is money. That is his ability. Even, like, they make a fun of it in Batman vs. Superman. Like, they was like, what's your powers? He's like, money. You know? And then this movie... He doesn't want anything to do with that. He was like, you're going to lose all your money. He's like, I don't care. I don't care about money. Yeah, that's yours. Like, you need that to be who you are.
Oh, because he was, again, just so focused on the Batman role, right?
Just like another one of those people that have no special abilities, Green Arrow. His ability is just that he has money. Lots and lots of money.
It's quite a few of the people, if they don't have superpowers, are wealthy.
Yeah.
Iron Man. But for me, it works for the movie. Because they even talk about it. He's like, hey, you need to go appease the investors. You want to be able to force stuff. He's like, well, I don't care. Because if me being Batman isn't going to change anything, whatever. I don't like. He's fine with ruining his image as Bruce Wayne because he doesn't see it as an asset.
He sees it if Batman can't save it, how can Bruce Wayne do it?
Yeah, which towards the end of the movie, I think, is where you see that change where instead of him being vengeance, he wants to be more of like a symbol of hope for the city instead of being a symbol of fear.
Yeah.
So at the end of the film, that's just where you're like, okay, well, this is probably where the Bruce Wayne image is now going to hopefully take more of a spin. Because they even talk about, like, hey, your parents were more willing to help out the city, you're just kind of doing nothing. So maybe if they do the sequels, they could play on that a little bit more. So for the purpose of this movie, I think it was fine. Personally, I still say, God, I'm going to hate myself. Well, I don't hate myself for it, but it's just an opinion. I still say Ben Affleck was probably the best of both.
Yes!
Even though I don't really like the movies... But I still say aesthetically, he's probably the best look, like especially Batman vs Superman, probably the best looking Batman. Best, like in terms of watching it, like the Batman stuff, I loved it. And then he was also a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, he was. It was an amazing.
But the thing that hurt him is just the movies are kind of...
And it's not his fault. Even he knew it. That's why he quit the whole thing, is because he knew it was shit.
God, because this was supposed to be him originally.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, like, Ben Affleck? This film would have been great. But to be honest, like, I think Robert Pattinson did a fantastic job with it.
He did.
Like, especially him as Batman.
It's
Probably
like
my favorite Batman.
more of a detective Batman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a little bit more grounded in the comics. Where the one thing I really liked about Ben Affleck's is his Batman looks like, at least especially in Batman vs Superman, looks like the books.
Mm-hmm.
And especially, like, one of my more favorite ones is The Dark Knight Returns, where it's Old Man Batman.
Yeah.
It definitely harkened back to that. And it wasn't like his suit has a bunch of armor and you see all the gadgets. It's just like him, giant with some spandex, and we're good. I liked it. But still with the... just the way the movie feels, especially having, like, that Seven, like, horror movie-esque kind of vibe to it. It just kind of gyrated me a little bit more, especially being a horror movie fan myself.
Well, that's what they pulled off great, was the whole aspect of how dark people are, and that it's not just the Riddler. Is like, and I hate comparing it, but it's like Joker did the same thing, except he failed at it. Where the Riddler actually succeeded. He got 500-600 people to follow him and do what he wanted to be done. You know what I mean? Where Joker tried to get the whole ship to kill each other, but they didn't do it. And that's what I love about this movie, is how portrays that it's not just somebody, it's a lot of people in that town that are bad, you know?
Yeah, my only real issue with the Riddler was just it reminded me a lot of Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
And it works, but I would have liked to maybe seen it like, he was way too chaotic.
Yeah.
And I get he's supposed to be crazy, but I think they played a little bit too much on that, where I really wanted him to be like thinking that he was Batman's intellectual.
It's like, what if the Joker succeeded in the Batman? What would have happened? And this is what this movie is. It actually gives you what would happen. You know, people take steps and, oh yeah, we're spoiling it. People just start killing innocent people. You know, everyone in a dome, and then he starts killing them, and it's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because he sort of succeeds. Like, he doesn't get what he wants, though.
He doesn't get what he wants, but he succeeds
because he the thing at the end of the movie is he thought he was working with Batman.
Yeah.
I also like the tease that he thought he knew who it was. And I was like, oh man, he knows I'm Bruce Wayne, and then he actually didn't. You ever caught that on? So that part was funny. I also like Robert Pattinson's acting in that, because he couldn't look at him in the eye until he was like, this guy actually doesn't know. And that's when he switched back into, instead of looking fearful, back into getting more into character.
Because for 30 seconds there, you thought that he knew the secret, just like the Joker did, you know.
Yeah.
But it turns out he didn't. He was just...
Well, Joker never knew, but he didn't want to know.
No, Joker knew.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, because that was the whole reason. Because he didn't want the one guy ruining it, so he had everybody starting to kill him.
He didn't want everyone else to know. Joker knew who Batman was.
Not why nobody knows until Dark Knight Rises.
Watch the goddamn scene.
The one thing I do like is, a lot of the characters, especially when I see the trailer, I wasn't sure I was going to really be that on board with it, with Penguin and Catwoman.
The trailer made that movie look...
I was excited, but I was more excited about what people were talking about the movie, more so than what I actually seen from the trailers. Because even the Bat car, the Batmobile, I was kind of like, well, this is just a Charger, whoop de frickin' do. And they see the movie, it's the best thing ever. But yeah, with the characters, I loved Catwoman in this. Granted, I hate the ski mask thing.
I was getting to that part.
I'm really not a big fan of that. I'm still trying to find a figure of her, but I want the one with the mask up.
Well, the whole point of that is to show in this movie, and this is what my opinion is on it, is that they're trying to show everyone that there is it's not supernatural. You know, she's not an actual Catwoman like the last Catwoman where she gets shot 8 times and survives every bullet. She's just a Catwoman burglar. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing that they show a lot in this film is everybody's kind of using what they can get.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like the perfect situation where, like, they have, like, infinite money and they just go get everything. Like, you see Batman working on the Batmobile in the movie. Like, he has, like, the pieces when he's down on the thing, so, like, he's still trying to, like, scrounge up the parts in order to get the Batmobile put together. Which is also why it looks like a Charger with just modifications. While with hers, it's like she has that really nice slick outfit, but then just basic ski mask with little pointy ears.
Yeah, she's just a normal thief.
Yeah, it's just using what she had available. The Riddler is just like what you could find at an army surplus store.
Yeah.
And lots of saran wrap.
Yeah. Lots of saran wrap. Jesus.
One thing I thought was funny, somebody pointed out, is he has the same glasses as Jim Carrey's Riddler. Like, both of them wear the same glasses in the movie. I thought that was funny.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
But I think my standout is I like the Penguin. Colin Farrell as the Penguin was great.
You know, I do appreciate that. He's just a plain old drug dealer.
I wish there was more to convey
Gangster
that
Penguin.
he's the Penguin outside of just like
People calling him Penguin.
Yeah, Penguin. You know the character's name.
When they call him Penguin, I thought it was just like they were insulting him, calling him, short and fat. It didn't feel like he was like the villain Penguin. It was just them insulting him, Penguin.
Yeah, so there was like that, maybe a little bit more, which we could probably, because we're supposed to be getting a TV show, so I'm sure we'll see a little bit more of a progression from that. But it's not even like him wearing like the tuxedo, like have that penguin look to it.
Oh my God! Please don't.
Please.
Overall, I like the characters. I like the plot. I like the Batman. I hate the Bruce Wayne. I feel like he was like an emo kid in it. It didn't sit well. I like the villains, all of them.
It just threw me through the loop. I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy that plays Falcone.
Yeah, oh God, what's his name? But
he was the butler and God, I can't remember any movies. He's in Transformers.
Yeah, the Transformers guy.
But he's in that Adam Sandler movie he's the butler. Mr. something?
Mr. Deeds or something?
Mr. Deeds, yeah, that one. And seeing him as, like, essentially our main villain.
Yeah.
In a way, like, the Riddler's, like, the one that you see, but he's actually, like...
He's the one who's pulling all the strings.
Yeah, he's the one behind the scenes.
Well, overall, good movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it.
Yeah, if you were kind of hesitant, like, maybe you're like, well, I don't want to go watch Twilight Batman.
It's not.
It's definitely better than that. And I think a lot of that with me, because, like, I despise the Twilight movies. But I've seen him in other films.
Yeah.
Which got me more on board. Plus, I've seen some of the other characters and kind of known them from other stuff. Like, plus, Colin Farrell's great. I think the Riddler one, like, I don't know. I can't think of any other movie I've seen him in.
I don't think.
Off the top of my head, anyways. But yeah, no, the movie's fantastic. I would say overall,
Who plays the Riddler in a new Batman movie?
Overall, it's probably my favorite Batman movie. Like, it's close between that and The Dark Knight. But I think overall, aesthetically, I just like the movie better than The Dark Knight.
His name is Paul Dano.
But no, like nobody, like you can't top Heath Ledger. Or at least nobody has yet. And I think that's what still makes that movie so much more rewatchable for me.
While you're talking, I want to find out if this guy's been in any other movies.
Oh, he's been in other stuff. I just don't. I can't think of one off the top of my head. Colin Farrell was in the. Plus, it was also nice because he's also in like the best Marvel movie.
Little Miss Sunshine, There Will Be Blood, The Batman. Let's see all movies. Prisoner, Swiss Army Man.
You remember
The Girl Next Door.
You remember what movie? What Marvel movie Colin Farrell was in?
No.
What's your favorite? Also has Ben Affleck in it.
No.
He was in Daredevil.
No.
He was.
No.
But anyways, why don't you guys look at the movie? Let us know in the comment section below and help us defeat those kaijus by hitting the like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. Also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, and Facebook. Guys, look here with the channel. Donate, greatly appreciate it. But anyway, see you guys next video.
Bye-bye.